Good evening, guys. This is Broken IT Guy coming at you again with some updates, some just what's going on in general with the business, with life, with school, with my kids, and just life in general. Not much going on with the business right now. I'm just at the mercy of the banks. They're just taking their time. Not much I can do about that. The uh, the good part is though I haven't got any more denials, so I guess that's a good thing. Uh, the There's one bank in particular that I am waiting on. They told me I had a pretty good chance of being approved because they had lessen um, rules about who they can approve and so on. They go more on the merits of the business. I think I have a pretty good business idea, business plan. It's been gone over multiple times by me and by business people, and everybody says that is okay. So I'm hoping that it is okay enough for the bank. In the meantime, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I am working with my AI, trying to get it up to speed, getting it more and more ready for when the business does start. I finished building a video editing module to it that actually helps me with editing these videos when I make them for this channel, and also for the game channel, Broken IT Guy Controller Therapy. Shameless plug, but you guys should check it out. It's actually pretty cool. It helps me with editing the sound, making sure the sound is not going too high up, too low, or just making weird noises in the background. Making also sure that the colors are right. Making sure that everything looks balanced. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I'm not very good at that. I've never done it before, and I'm still learning. So this helps me kind of get a baseline for when I'm learning how to do it and practicing. At least it will give me where it should be, and I just go edit it from there. Although I'm not doing a whole lot of editing as far as the videos themselves. What it also does for me though is it helps me create the SEO for the videos to try to get more views and get my videos out there, which is one of the hardest things to do when you're first starting doing content. I'm hoping that new module helps with that, because you guys are watching, but I don't have a lot of subscribers yet. And please subscribe if you're watching this. It really helps. My business is based on the idea that I will have a lot of subscribers eventually, and that's where most of my customer base is going to come from. From there and from just videos. Sorry, there's a car driving by like a maniac. The other thing is there's another module that I built that I've been working on this whole time, and it's actually almost there. It's going to do the 3D rendering for me. From when a customer goes to the website, they put in their idea of what it is that they want print, or they put in their picture of what it is they want to render in 3D and print it. And I have an API with this company called 3PO. I don't know why the camera just moved down, but that's okay. And it will send it to them so they can do all the work as far as rendering. It takes maybe 5-10 seconds, and then it sends it back to the website so that the customer can see it live. On the back end of that, it keeps track of how many tokens it used. It keeps track of because I'm also using Gemini to help with when the customer puts in what they want. Gemini goes in and cleans it up, so it makes it a better instruction for the API to send over, and that way we get a cleaner picture of what it is the user wants. I think that's so far that's the best method of doing that I've found. Another thing that I'm adding to this module is that I'm working on is that after I get that back from 3PO, it will balance the picture. First of all, make it all nice and clean, but it will also run it through the slicer. I'm using a Bamboo Lab printer, hopefully. So it runs it through that, so it calculates how much time, it calculates how much filament I'm going to use, and all those kind of numbers that I'm going to need so that I can calculate pricing. I already have a formula of how I'm going to be pricing things. Hopefully, I start at a pretty good range for things. With pricing, the idea is that I'm going to be doing high-end printouts. So things are going to be a little bit pricier than normal, but from what I've seen and the prices that I want to have, I'm still going to be under the majority of the people printing at the quality that the printer that I'm going to be getting can print. The main idea is to have everything done on the website. That way, when I get the file, it's just ready to print. So I'm having the AI handle most of that. That's part of the business. That's part of the idea behind the business, that I can, I'll be able to leverage AI as much as possible to limit how much time I have to spend actually doing work on the computer. As you guys know, I'm disabled. Sitting on the computer chair is actually quite painful. Like I've come very close several times to just throwing the towel just because of the pain. It's not easy to do all the things that I have to get done, spend the hours I have to spend sitting on the computer and deal with pain. Pain is just part of my life. So the more and more that I can delegate that workload to the AI, the better it will be for me in the long run. That doesn't mean that I don't have to check everything, because that's just, the AIs are good, but I don't really trust it to do all that work without some kind of checks. Gotta verify that it's doing it correctly. Otherwise, the customers are not going to be happy when they get a printout and it's not what they asked for. But I think that when I get that module working, I think that's going to take care of a lot of the work for me. What else is going on with the business? I think that's it for the business. As far as the family, just everything is still pretty much the same way. I've been working a lot with my son, trying to get him caught up. I think I hear him walking around. Hopefully he doesn't make too much noise, though he's kind of is. But hopefully the microphone doesn't pick it up. The the idea now is to just get everything working. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my son. So we're in the middle of having to decide whether or not to stay in the school that he's at right now, because it's not working out too good. So I'm in the middle of getting all that paperwork together, getting all his diagnosis together, getting his 504 plan together, getting basically a binder full of stuff, so that I can get it to the new school, hopefully get him accepted. Their biggest thing is grades, and his grades are actually pretty good despite all the trouble, all the problems he's run into because of his condition. So that's a good thing. This new school, I think, is going to do wonders for him. It is going to be harder. It's going to be a lot more work. But I think he can handle it. I think he'll be up to the challenge. I think that will actually make things go better for him. But that's just something to see and see what happens. That's it for now. Guys, please subscribe, like. You know the routine. Watch the other channel, the Broken IT Guy Controller Therapy. It's pretty cool. It's basically my son and I just playing Division right now. Right now we're doing the invasive missions, and I think we're trying to do the Return to Brooklyn because I started that last night. So subscribe and watch both channels. Give us a like. Give me a comment. Tell me what you think about the idea of me using the AI. Do you have any ideas how I can improve it? Anything like that. I'm open to suggestions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm the Broken IT guy. Hope you guys have a good night.